Welcome back, everybody. It's me, Quince. I am a practicing witch for 5 years now with thousands of hours of meditation, and I'm posting a curriculum on more realistic, practical magic on YouTube and TikTok. In this video, I'll be showing you all how to do the Rose Cross ritual. I encourage you to think of these rituals as just open-ended practices that could potentially bring limitless power to you. This ritual is one of the 5 that I do every single day, along with a lot of other positive habits. And I just want to challenge some of you to really take things to the next level as a person and as a soul, and just consider adding like these daily positive habits that can really change your trajectory towards the future. And I'd be ecstatic if some of you would take up some of my exact practices. Also, this ritual is unique to a lot of them because it has a really beautifully written out guide on how to do it online on hermetics.org. So if you just Google Rose Cross Ritual, it should be like around the first link, just hermetics.org/Rose Cross Ritual. And you'll see this ritual beautifully written out, even with a list of proposed positive effects at the bottom. Also, this ritual is intended to be used like in the whole room. You'd be walking around the whole perimeter of the room. I just do it immediately around me just to save some time. And the very last piece of information before we officially dive in is that if you are uncomfortable with any of the entities listed in this ritual, like Yeshua or any of these Egyptian entities, like you can always modify these rituals. Although also, like I said in my Fundamentals of Magic video, one possible explanation for the effectiveness of ritual is that you are following the same pattern in the universe as other people doing the ritual or yourself. So also consider doing it exactly as proposed, just to tap into the ritual and all the power that's intended to be there in the ritual. So quick overview before I officially start the tutorial. We're just going to be making a box of crosses. We're going to start at the southeast and we're going to go to each corner and make a cross, and then we're also going to put a cross on the top of the bottom. We're going to charge all those crosses up and invoke a lot of entities and say a lot of things. Very last thing before we begin, I did try to target anybody who would like to receive the positive effects of the ritual just by watching the video, by visualizing the tree of life as a symbol of unity between us. So if you do want to consent to receiving the effects of the ritual, feel free to do so. But let's go ahead and dive in. So the very first thing that you're going to do is face southeast. And you're going to need a lit incense. Although you can always do any ritual or magic in your head, and no tools are ever required to do magic. All power and all divinity is always within you, and that's a really important thing to know and remember. But you're going to take a lit incense. That's the only thing you need if you do choose to do it in physical reality instead of in your head. And you're going to face southeast. And real simple, you're just going to draw a cross at this corner and a clockwise circle around the cross. And then you're going to charge it by thrusting into the center of the cross and saying Yeshua. From here, we're just going to go around the box and we're just going to continue to draw all those crosses. So from the southeast, we're going to just turn to that next corner, which should be the southwest. Draw another cross, another circle, and then just continuing around each corner for the box, as you should see me doing here. Once we get back to the southeast, then we're going to start drawing crosses on the tops and the bottom, and we're going to go around the whole box again and just connect everything. So now you're going to connect with that cross at the southeast, bring the incense up over your head, and draw another cross on the ceiling. And again, the circle, and charge it with Yeshua. And then you're going to come down to the cross on the other side of you. And when you're connecting to these crosses that you're already drawn, you don't have to do anything necessarily, but don't dismiss the cross. You want to like connect with the cross. Imagine, that cross is still there, and just feel it, bring the incense to the center and acknowledge it. And then you're going to go to the bottom and you're going to draw a cross on the floor there with the circle and charge it with Yeshua. and then back to the southeast. Now we're just going to repeat this action all the way around our box. So I'm going to turn, I'm going to go back to the top, I'm going to charge it with Yeshua again. They say you don't have to charge it with Yeshua every time on the top and bottom, but I do. I feel like it feels more natural to say Yeshua each time I connect with this top and bottom ones. So I'm going to go around this box, I'm going to connect it all together. Once I get back to the southeast here, we're going to draw a bigger white cross. So a much bigger cross and a much bigger circle. And in the bottom of half of that cross, you're going to say Yeshua. And the top half, you're going to poke into it with your incense and say Yehovsha. Now that you have that charged up, you're going to turn towards your east. East is considered a sacred direction a lot of the times. So you're going to turn to your east. And you're going to stretch your arms out like I'm doing here. And you'll say, I-N-R-I, Yod Nun Rush Yod, the sign of Osiris slain. Then you're going to extend your left arm out straight, bring your right arm up at a right angle, step your left foot back and, just pop up your heel. And you'll say, El, the sign of the morning of Aset. Then you're going to get on your toes and put both hands up in the air in the traditional victory pose and say V, the sign of Typhon and Apophis. And then you're going to cross your arms in an X or cross your chest and bow your head if you like and say X, the sign of Osiris risen. Then you're going to repeat those three letters and those three invocations and poses one more time. So L, the sign of the morning of Aset. V, the sign of Typhon and Apophis. X, the sign of Osiris risen. And then you'll say to yourself, LVX, Lux. And what I like to do at this point is just sit here with my arms crossed and just kind of enjoy all of these golden crosses charged up around me, this big box and web of crosses around me. So I do like to pause at this point and just enjoy that. But then we're going to finish up the ritual. So you stick both your arms out straight like we did before. And as you're going through this final incantation, you're going to be slowly raising your arms and going on your toes back to that traditional victory stance. And you'll say, Virgo, Aset, Mighty Mother, Scorpio, Apophis, Destroyer, Soul, Osiris, Slain and Risen. Then you should be in this victory pose by now. Aset, Apophis, Osiris, IAO, Excarpe, Hekoma, Nanta, Bitoma. And then you'll say, I say please at this one, but please let the divine light descend upon us. And just imagine this golden light covering your whole body and the ritual being complete. And if you'd like to intensify it, you can sit there and just feel that golden light on you and enhance that feeling for a while. But that's it. You just finished the golden cross or the rose cross. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that I can free some people from suffering if they take up these practices and just have improved quality of life from doing them. Also, I am offering. Thank you so much for participating and watching the video, and truly have a blessed existence, you and all your loved ones and everyone that they care about as well. And also I am offering tarot and scans, almost like psychic readings and energy healings if anyone is interested, or guided meditations. And if you reach out to me on Discord or any way that you can, I'm happy to work with you on pricing, but booking me for one of those services, it truly enables me to keep making these videos and to potentially have a career helping the world and helping other people. So please consider showing your support. But either way, thank you so much for watching, and I truly hope you have a great night.